and go around.
Exactly.
Okay, and the people we're talking about today,
Yes.
those we're talking about today are the people who are not testing around. These are people
The
who
two of them before.
genuinely want to be together, to get married. But at one point or the other, in the course of the courtship, sex happened.
But do you-
Now, because of our time, you've clarified something, and I think that's a safe place to actually agree, is the fact that the standard is sex before marriage is enough.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there is more benefit to practicing discipline before marriage than just letting loose before marriage.
marriage.
Now, what I want us to do, to take a look at is this. In an event where we have sex before marriage,
Yes.
how should it be handled? In a way that, because the truth is, sometimes it's handled in such a way that we demoralize the people involved. So how do we handle that?
It depends on the status of the individuals. If you see it as something natural, you won't feel bad about it. But when you
No,
do
I'll-
it,
I'll
you didn't
keep
get- you didn't-
handle
you
it.
didn't- you didn't- how-
no, how do you handle it?
Yes.
Starting from the two of them.
Okay.
It is the way they feel about it. Some people do it, they regret. You understand? Then they start blaming one another. You caused it, you caused it. That is not solution. It is the way they understand. It is their understanding.
I am not
you didn't
saying I
get the
don't
question.
understand.
Let me
Okay,
put it
all
in
right.
Islam. Mommy, if you have two young men who have had sexual relationship with each other, will you advise them to get married or not again? That is
I
the
meet
question.
with them a lot.
No,
And
we
what
are-
I do.
Mommy, we're asking you.
Yes, what I will do.
You say the marriage should separate, they should separate, or
No.
they should continue?
I will not say they should separate. They should. They
It
should
is the way we handle
go
that
to
we're
actually
God
looking at right
and
now.
ask for forgiveness. There is that proviso
Eh.
in 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, God is faithful and just to forgive us and to cleanse us.
Can they marry
Then
each other?
They will go ahead and
Fine,
marry.
that is, you see, where I grew up, I love that. That is my position too.
Then we go
Your
ahead and
position
marry.
is as good as mine. See, where I grew up, we grew up with Puritanists. If you kissed each other in courtship, you are not suitable to marry each other again. And they have broken many lives. Even the fact that you married a virgin, that does not guarantee your home. Doesn't guarantee. Sex does not guarantee marriage. Let me
No.
just put it. What guarantees marriage is life goal. The stage mommy is now cannot be compared to the age this my sister is.
No.
Because the thing is still studying between 2-degree coastal cartilage. You understand now? But that of mommy is facing down. Only God can touch. So the issue now is the way mommy is feeling is different from the way she's feeling by the special grace of God. So if there's a young man now cutting with my sister and something has taken place, the best way I've had to handle it is
Go
that
and get married.
go and get married. But some pastors are not like that. And I don't believe in what? In that school of thought. So the question now is, see, when I look at my wife, I look at her nakedness like this. The jingle bell does not rise again like before. You understand? I'm not crazy about sex this time around. I'm crazy about how I will get money and send my family to work and put them and protect them. And it is typical. But what drove us the first time in courtship, when we met like this, you know we are crazy. We call it what? We call it dependency addiction. Addictive what? Dependency. Addictive dependency is what we call romance. The way you are addicted to what? Substance. And if you are not very careful, as a child of God, if you don't have the Spirit of God, your erection will determine your direction.
There are those who are not children of God. too.
Exactly.
So
I have
that is
said
all right.
the alternative to discipline is disaster.
Okay, that's the point here is, like
According
I
to
said
Harvard,
before,
yes.
we can
Want to
agree
establish.
that practicing discipline before marriage has more value,
Yes.
even legally.
Yes.
Considering the very
Yes.
fact that, of
Yes.
course, if anything happens to people who are
Yes.
not married,
Yes.
of course, the law cannot come to your
Of
age.
course, of
okay,
course.
so it's more benefit.
Yes.
And but when we also, because no matter what happens, what the issue is, the standard is, in the human society, you have flaws.
Yes.
So if these issues happen, it should not be the end of life.
I got your point.
There should be a way to handle it such
Yes.
that for everyone, for the society, it turns out all positive.
Can you plead with the youth to stop it?
Mommy.
Let's no.
Now our time is gone. We have to
Now
wrap
our
up
time
here.
is up.
I'm sure the
Go
youths
down.
have
Plead
listened
with
to
them
us.
so that they don't
I'm sure the youths also understand everything we've discussed so far. And they know where the standard
And
is.
they'll pick their
And
choice
they'll pick
already.
it. Exactly. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming. We appreciate you, Mrs.
Thank
Margaret
you,
Kumakwayi,
thank
as
you, thank
always.